condone such
You're a very experienced politician.
Yeah, very much indeed, and very much in party administration too.
I will like to ask you. It seems all is perfectly not well with your party. What are the solutions that you are going to bring on board to make sure that the party does not suffer more problems in the nearest future?
Well, the challenge I will give is those who are sponsoring crisis in APGA.
You mean people who sponsor?
Of course, somebody sponsor rebellion. If a governor.
Oh, this is a rebellion, actually.
It's a rebellion, yes.
Towards your leadership.
Towards our leadership, because we have said no to a lot of things that are wrong. Will I continue to shout every day where we parted ways with the governor that is sponsoring this rebellion? We were his pillar. At least, if not for anything, you have always known me to be behind him. When he achieved second term, he had a different game. And I said, look, I'm not somebody who can come and sit around because you are controlling money. It doesn't work like that. I said, conduct local government election. I've always continued to say that, even in this studio. This is not the first time I'm saying it. Since 2010, he refused. I said, no, that cannot have only you as an elected official. We must have other people, because at the time we were having this disagreement, PDP had 30 members in the House of Assembly, 10 people in the House of Rep, 3 senators. APGA didn't have any. Conduct local government elections so that our party people can also participate in governance. And it became an offense.
Oh, that's the genesis of the problem.
That is the genesis of the problem, if you don't know. I have said it clearly, and each time they come to counter me, they've not been able to counter it. It is in the open, and the party people in Anambra State are solidly with me. That is why just few days before the convention, they said they were doing Congress, all manipulated exercises. The state chairman of the party, the deputy state chairman of the party in Anambra State, and the state secretary of the party issued a statement dissociating the Anambra State chapter from the congresses and the purported convention they were scheduling. These are people who ordinarily they've been working with the governor.
Does your leadership, Chief Umeh, have an anointed candidate for the Anambra election, governorship?
How can I have an anointed candidate?
Knowing full well that Governor Obi's tenure will end.
That is one of his problems. He wants to anoint a candidate. Tomorrow he will tell you he's not interested in who succeeds him. And he's destabilizing the party because he has already forced the party.
These are strong allegations to a governor, Chief Umeh.
No, they're in the open now. The governor, you have been airing him on television, where on his own, he zoned the governorship ticket of our party to one senatorial zone. Does he have power to do that under APGA Constitution? These are things you do through consultation. You do not ascribe to yourself powers that you do not have. This is a political party. Until I leave, my tenure will end in 2015. And I told him that he cannot remove me.
But you've already spent more than the
No. We've spent what?
You spent more than the.
No, the Constitution says 4 years and another 4 years. Obi became governor on 17th of March 2006. I was elected national chairman 2nd of December 2006. And he's still serving his second term as governor. That will end 17th March 2014. How will my own tenure end? When it started before me. So it's just that people don't look at the issues. You read propaganda and lies people write in the newspapers. My tenure will end 10th February 2015. All right. My second term.
On the progress and the developments in the party also, you have some lawmakers in your party. I want to ask you on a final note, are you trying to make any coalition with any person in the party or group of people to make sure that the problems in your party is solved?
No, because of the way this crisis has dominated the media, I will tell you that members of the party, those elected people, they've all taken their positions.
And what is that position?
No, in a matter like this, there will likely be division. There are people who are with us, there are people who are on the other side. And those who are on the other side are people who are intimidated out of fright that Chief Umeh will not survive this, contending with a governor with immense connections and money. But it's not playing that way.
So you have assurance that you can solve the problem of the party?
Of course, the party is as strong as ever. Okay. You know,
even at this time?
As strong as ever. I've told you this thing a number of times. People don't believe me. When we were in Anambra State ahead of the 2010 governorship election, I said we will win. Nobody believed we won. In Imo State, they said APGA will not do. When they will won. You know, this time around, the people who create these situations, the blocks, the power cells that give APGA its winning streak, they're still there.
Thank you so
much. And I'm in touch with everybody.
Thank you
so much. So what they need to do now is to give us peace. We had sustained Obi for nearly 8 years now. If he's serving out his tenure and they think that because he's exiting, APGA will be destroyed and all that, we'll say no. There are a number of issues that led to this situation we have now. The united spirit, we are resisting that.
Thank you so much. I must appreciate you.
At the end of the day, we will be there. So this year, merger and all that, for a final time again in this studio, APGA is not merging with any political party.
Thank you for your
We have the certificate of registration, and we're not going to surrender it to anybody.
Thank you so much.
So at the end of the day, I know that people will review their situations and come back to the table.
Well, we hope to have you some other time. I've been talking with Chief Victor Umeh, the National Chairman of the All Progressive Ground Alliance, APGA.